All right, Nick Nation, welcome back to another episode of the Nicky Gordo Show. We're live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we're live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Listen, I know I was live on Thursday, and I know I ended it after 50 minutes instead of an hour and a half. I was having a really bad hair day, and before we get into the show, I just want to explain to you what happened. I was facing something called ego death, and Thursday was the first time in my life where I ever experienced ego death. It was one of the worst things of my goddamn life. I was actually contemplating a bunch of stuff, to be honest. I was having one of the worst days of my life. If you know me, listen, you can talk about my weight. I don't give a You can talk about my hair. I mean, you can talk about my teeth. Cool. Buck tooth fat. I don't give a brother. I got money. And I got huz. But if you talk about my hair, that's my weakness. That's really where you can really hit me hard. Now I look great. I'm back. I'm better, and I feel better than ever. Today we have one of my favorite guests, Shwinn. He's my he's my black friend. I appreciate him, and yeah.
What's good?
And you prove pattern recognition's wrong
every time, except for when I'm late.
Shwinn treats pattern recognition wrong. So first thing I want to get into the beef in America, right? So obviously we have influx in prices in beef, right?
Absolutely.
President Donald Trump said the United States will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of product of ground beef to be imported over the next 3 months without being subject to out-of-quota tariffs. I have a theory. Hear me out. This is my theory on the whole ground beef. Who is Trump letting in the ground beef from? From Argentina. That's where it's coming from. Who is Argentina partnered up with? Israel. Argentina and Israel are partnered up. The president of Argentina did a very good job of being a chameleon, and now he's buddy-buddy with Benjamin Netanyahu. Who's also buddy-buddy with Benjamin Netanyahu and Argentina? Bill Gates. What's Bill Gates doing? Making fake meat. Why is Bill Gates so pro fake meat, in my opinion? He owns predominantly I have it right here. He's one of the largest private owners of agricultural lands in America. That's what Bill Gates is, right? And what can you do if you have fake meat? Well, you can alter people's DNA. You can put more estrogen in it. You can lower people's testosterone. You can also, control how people live and eat. Now, if you're controlling it because you're importing meat, you can say who eats what and what they eat. But where I'm going with that, before I go down that rabbit hole even further, is Trump importing Argentinian meat? Or is this a weird psyop of letting Argentina give us meat, but it's actually backed up by Bill Gates? Because guess who just moved to Argentina too? Peter Thiel, with his husband and his kids. So are we and check this out before I go with Shwinn. China, I have it right here. On March 19, 2026, Chinese customs rejected a 22-ton beef shipment from our beef, a plant in Argentina, after finding it contained chloramethicillin, a dangerous chemical banned in livestock production since 1995. China banned it. China's much smarter than us, and their kids aren't retarded and autistic. Let's keep it there. Chinese kids aren't autistic and retarded, but guess who is? Americans. Because American kids are retarded eating goy slop. So, my question with Shwinn right now is, are we bringing in real meat from Argentina? Who's backed up by Israel, sure. Or are we bringing in Argentina meat, and you have to think underneath, and they're really backed up by Bill Gates, so we're not really bringing in meat. We're bringing in this AI meat that now can make you complicit with the government, lack of testosterone. We can control your DNA, and we can control your DNA and make you non-fertile with we put in your body. Now America can reach what it needs to. Not America, I'm sorry. The oligarchs in the world can do what they want to do and control people. And to control people, you need an X amount of humans. You can't have an influx because then you can't control anybody. Shwinn, do you think I'm off the deep end, or do you think there's
I don't
real
think
meat?
I think you're not thinking underneath the underneath right now. So along with Trump doing all of that, he put in an order for free range and like wild horses to basically be captured and shipped off to Argentina. A lot of people are speculating that the beef that we're getting isn't actually beef, it's horse.
I will say this. You know, in Argentina, I mean, in Italy, they eat horses.
Mm-hmm.
And am I thinking underneath the underneath? Sure, I'm thinking underneath the underneath, right? Why did Bill Gates, and I will say this, why did Bill Gates have such a chokehold on America with COVID? Why does Bill Gates have such a chokehold in our politics? Why does
Money.
Bill Gates have such a chokehold with our scientists like ass Fauci, who just ruined America, who I think Fauci needs to get... Listen, if anyone needs to get thrown to a chamber, Fauci. Fauci, thrown to a chamber like hate him. Like, we don't need him, scientist. Listen, Fauci is as much as a scientist as I am a nutritionist. And I'm 260 pounds, and I like sweets and cookies and cinnamon rolls. So I'm not the biggest nutritionist, right? So it really comes to a point. Kanye West back in the day, and I think Kanye West is a very educated man. Kanye West said, what the does Lady Gaga know about Kodak film cameras?
What the does she know about yeah.
What the does Bill Gates know about cattle? What the does Bill Gates know
about computers?
Well, about computers too, but what the does Bill Gates know about meat and beef?
About people.
Argentina sold out to Israel. And listen, I love Argentina. I have a lot of Argentinian friends. I love the country of Argentina. I have a lot of friends out there. I'm from Miami. I know a bunch of Argentines. Great people. Super solid people. They could be a little racist, but hey, aren't we all a little hey, on our best day, aren't we all a little prejudiced?
Nah, not like them.
Am I not gonna tell Shwinn?
Ay, papi, ay, mama mia, ay, white.
Okay, Argentinians don't talk like that. That's Dominican. But am I not gonna
shit,
tell Shwinn, hey, how about don't talk on speakerphone? Am I not gonna tell David, the Puerto Rican behind the computer, hey, use your inside voice when we're inside, not your outdoor voice? Am I not gonna tell the Indian to get the back to Mumbai? Sure, right? And that's pattern recognition. But Bill Gates, like I said, it's just such a weird coincidence that, you know, the president of Argentina, he was like, I'm for the people. I'm going to fix the economy. He was this like arts guy who was like, I'm anti-government. When the president of Argentina ran, he ran on, I'm anti-government. I'm for the people. I'm going to stop our deficit going lower. But South America. South America is a really dirt poor country. My mom's from Peru. My mom tells me all the time, you get these leaders, they come in and then they everything up and then they make it worse than what it is. But why is the president so buddy-buddy? And he didn't say it before. When he was running for election, these pictures weren't out. No one really knew this when the president of Argentina was running. And now he's so buddy with Benjamin Netanyahu. And I think it's crazy that, you know, if you told me two people that Israel didn't like, right? You're telling me right now, two people that Israel didn't like. I would say Israel doesn't like America. I would say that. I don't think Israelis or Israel like America. And I don't think Israel likes China. I don't know. I would say Israel is very anti-China. We're going to keep it like that. Argentina delivers 22 tons of meat to China, and China rejects it because there's a certain chemical that they have banned since 1955.
Then we buy it at a discount.
And then we buy this beef from Argentina at a discount. And that's what we're doing. Now we're buying beef at a discount from Argentina. You don't think that same, if it is real meat, because I think it's AI meat, but you don't think that same meat that they're selling at a discount to China, China said no, because China's actually smart and doesn't have a bunch of retarded autistic freaks running everywhere. That's what it is. Let's really put this on stone. When you go to China, I've been to China. Besides making a podcast, I make music, right? For people who are here that don't really know, I'm also a musician. I went to China for tour. So when I went to China, I can tell you a few key differences. And mind you, I went to the major cities. I went to Chengdu, Shanghai.
Beijing.
I went to Beijing. I didn't go to Hong Kong because that's when the war was going on, when they were finally getting liberated or whatever. This is right. I went to China right before COVID. Like literally, the October before COVID, I was in China. Super clean, right? It was the part I went to, right? Super clean. You know, everyone's really nice. Everyone thing was organized, and I didn't see a bunch of retarded autistic freaks out there. And by what I mean by autistic retarded freaks, they're not getting the meat from Argentina. We are. And now all our kids are turning retarded. How about that?
And gay.
And gay. How about this? Bill Gates' meat, that's AI, and the Argentinian corrupted meat that's partnered with Israel, I bet you, I'll put my bottom dollar on it, is making kids in America retarded and I don't think that's a far off thing, Shwinn, do you?
Not yet. I think Bill Gates wants our kids retarded and but why does he want our kids retarded and that's the real question.
Well, this is why if someone asks, well, why does if someone wants your kid retarded and from the government, well, I would say A, for mind control.
Mm-hmm.
Besides mind control, you know, it's written, I forgot in what? It's one of these stones in America. It's this, I'm blanking. But it's written that if you want total control of the people, you need only X amount of the population. And we're way.
I know what stones you're talking about.
I forgot off the top of my head. You need X percent of population. So until we have X percent of population, we're never ever going to, the government can never ever truly control us.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's just that Bill Gates ain't get no hoes in high school.
What?
Yeah, there's a saying that Bill Gates hates the world because he didn't get any girls in high school. Like the girl he liked in high school didn't want him. He didn't even create Microsoft. He bought it from somebody. He doesn't know shit about computers. Now he's just installing AI and spyware on everybody's computers and malware. He's trying to ruin the population. He's funding Pfizer and COVID and fake vaccines. Why do you think he's doing that? Because he doesn't like people. There's a handful of people he likes. His wife said it.
Do you think I am far off with saying that the Argentinian beef they're bringing to America right now at a discount price isn't really beef, but it couldn't be in cahoots with Bill Gates?
It is in cahoots with Bill Gates. Bill Gates in Israel. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So listen, chat, I will tell you this. I am anti-vegan.
Wait,
I think
this was in Project 2025, though.
What do you mean?
Disruption of the food source. That was in Trump's like little policy of when he was running.
So he talked about it.
Yeah, people just didn't read it.
What did he say? What did Trump say in his disruption of 2025? I want you to tell.
There's I don't know it word from word.
Not word from word, but
it's part of having control of the society. It's part of what they're gonna do. It's like how he says, "Oh, we're gonna lower the prices on food." It's not what he's actually gonna do. It's like a food like discourse. It's like we'll throw tariffs. We'll raise the price on everything. We'll make it seem like we're doing this. It's like if you go read his policy, everything that's going on now, from the food to the gas prices to the war, he said he was gonna do.
And what happens after? We have the war. We have the prices on food going up. What happens next?
He probably gets a third term.
No, you're okay. No. The only way Trump can get a third term if it comes to election.
We're in war.
I am criticizing Israel because I think, like I said, I don't mind Jewish people at all. I love my Jewish brothers and sisters. I don't like the government of Israel. I think the government of Israel needs to get the out. But hold on, just because I criticize them doesn't mean I'm on the side of the blue hair with the rag on their head. The rag heads too, and that's why I am so anti-flock cameras.
Absolutely,
you don't get it. Every boomer piece of cuck who wants, and listen, in politics, I'm so sorry to say this, and I Shwinn's not going to agree with me, maybe. You always have to choose the quote-unquote lesser than two evils.
Of two evils.
And I wish it wasn't that. I wish you can genuinely say, hey, there's no lesser than two evils, but you can't. Like in Florida. I love Fishback. Now, yes, does he have some sort of accusation that I don't agree with? Yeah. Did he talk kind of reckless sometimes? Yeah. Did he tell a black guy he should be lynched? Did he probably mean it because he was black? No. He probably just said it just to say it. But Byron Donalds, a Democrat who turned Republican, who's so pro-Israel, who's so pro-flock cameras, we can't vote him in. Randy, fine. But guess what? I think Dan Brazilian's a too. Dan Brazilian, whatever his last Brazilian, idiot. Like, no. idiot, moron, retard, trust fund baby who made no money on his own. I cannot respect you.
I don't trust nobody who got nothing behind their eyes when you look at them.
Dan, Brazilian, retard. And this is my thing that I said on the last podcast too. Randy Fine, he wants to suck all day. And then you have Dan, who wants to suck. How about we have someone who doesn't want to suck any?
Who wants to suck American?
Yeah, how about that? I don't care if you want to suck Muslim you. You want to suck Israeli suck you. Who wants to suck American dick?
It's American blowjobs all day.
Who wants to suck a nice BWC? I don't have one of those. My is an average 4.5 inches, respectfully. But yeah, like I'm getting sick of that. But yeah, back to the AI meat. I think Bill Gates is us in cahoots with Israel, in cahoots with Argentina. We're getting discounted meat. We're eating this meat. Our testosterone gets lower. We can't reappropriate, whatever you want to call it. All of us become infertile. Our kids drop, and next thing you know, we're all. And then if Shwinn's theory is right,
you want to hear something crazy?
What?
It's only happening with middle class and above, though. If you ever realize it, when like this happens, because this isn't the first time it happens.
Okay, so you're saying the poor people survive?
Yeah.
Well, the poor people survive because they want to have 100 kids because they're broke.
No,
They're
survive because they can't afford the that gets poisoned. Like,
what do you mean they can't afford the gets poisoned? They're the first ones.
No, for example, if you go to a lower income household, you go look at a pack of chicken in their fridge, right? Okay. It won't be Tyson. It won't be Purdue. It won't be anything like that. It'll probably be like ShopRite. Like, it'll be the basic no name brand. You go into a middle class, upper class kitchen. It'll be Tyson, Purdue. It'll be a name brand chicken. It'll be name brand foods. That's what happens.
So you're saying they're not going to go for the brand that no one cares about. They're going to go for the mainstream brands, the ones that are in your everyday household kitchen.
Because disrupting lower class America, right? Because disrupting lower class America doesn't disrupt America. People don't understand that. If lower class is dying off and it's being disrupted, that doesn't bring down the American way of life. It doesn't bring down infrastructure. Now, when you have middle class people dying, middle class workers, they go to work. Higher class people go to work. They have jobs. Like, and I'm not saying that like racially, or lower class people usually live off the government. A lot of them don't work. Mm-hmm. They do odd jobs. Middle class work. If middle class gets sick, middle class die. No middle class go to work. People don't change power grids. People don't change light bulbs on the fishing ships. Crewmen don't go to do the cargo for shipments coming in. So it disrupts America. These are the same people that go and put name brand foods in their fridge because they can afford it. It's the people who go buy their kids name brand because they can afford it. That's how you disrupt America. Not with poor people, with middle class and upper class.
I understand what you're coming in. Yes, I agree that the government will infiltrate America by coming to the middle class rich community. It makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. You go for the everyday brand because the everyday people are eating this. Once again, anyone who doesn't care about America first is not on my alliance. If you're not America first, you should not be in any political office. That's my issue, right? I'm Greek. My dad is Greek. I love Greek people. I love Greek culture. I'm not Greece first. I'm America first. Randy Fine, Israel first. Dan, Muslim first.
Yeah.
Both of you. No, that's what it is.
Randy Fine, bro.
Yeah, Randy Fine sucks. But on that level of Randy Fine and Dan both shouldn't be in for office. That's the issue. How do you let Randy Fine and Dan they're running for Senate, right? How is Randy Fine and Dan both running? How do you give us two? Hey, Florida, you have two. Pick which you like more. We're gonna you, and we're gonna you pretty good. Absolutely. But we're gonna give you an option of who you want to get by. You want to get by the head, or you want to get by the circumcised Israeli? Which one do you want? I don't want either of them. Well, you got to choose one. But I don't want to get because I'm not gay. Oh, well, Bill Gates is making you so now I got to be. That's the issue in America. Like that whole rhetoric I just said, that whole statement, that's how it is. AI meat, feeded by Israel and Argentinian, your testosterone drops, you become infertile, then they put either a Jew or a Muslim, and you both get. So KFC in China just launched the Oreo chicken burger. All right, Goyams, All right, how about we get all the goyams and line up in a straight line and serve them goy slop? Because what the are we doing nowadays? It's like the world and every world leader and Ping, you have failed me. How do you deny 30 tons of meat from Argentina because it has a bunch of substances in it you don't want, but then you let goy slop in your country like the Oreo chicken sandwich? It's like every world leader wants their people retarded and autistic. It's like, yeah, can I get my little freak the Oreo chicken sandwich? Hold on. Can I get the little retarded freaking Oreo chicken? Hold on. Can I get my autistic retard an Oreo chicken sandwich? Oh, and by the way, let me get a side of Red 40. Actually, can I get my little obese, fat, retarded son an Oreo chicken sandwich with a little Red 40? Oh, and on top of that, can you sprinkle a little tism on top? Actually, Asians, besides the Oreo chicken sandwich, could you actually give me all your MSGs? My fat son would like an Oreo chicken sandwich with a side of MSG. That's what we're doing. China, what are you doing? You're no better than America right now. It's like the goyams are having a parade, right? Every goy across the world is like, oh, Oreo chicken sandwich. Yeah, we're becoming retarded. And it's an issue. That's what's happening nowadays. This segment's Freak of the Week is brought to you by Rawdon Candy. Non-goyam snack. 80% less sugar, no red 40s, no artificial dyes, and it has prebiotic fibers. Have you ever wanted to wake up in the morning feel like an Instagram model with a tiny waist? Well, that's me. Because sometimes I gotta use the restroom after because it cleanses me, but it cleanses me with all the bad stuff. So shout out to Rawdon Candy and go get you a pack if you want less sugar, less calories, and you don't want a sprinkle of tism to start your day. Okay, so Lindsay Clancy, she had 3 kids, an 8-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. Apparently, she's blaming it on postpartum psychosis and had undiagnosed bipolar disorders. I'm just gonna read some stuff that I researched on the internet and found from Clancy's journal that revealed her mental struggles, including thoughts of and her feelings overwhelmed with motherhood, including her struggle to get her newborn to sleep, going back to work as a labor and delivery nurse, not being able to breastfeed, and feeling disconnected from her children and husband. In quotations from her, I'm so desperate to get a mental break from taking care of everyone that my mind is trying to find something physically wrong with me. She wrote that in an entry on November 18, 2002. Then she went on to check herself into a psychiatric hospital and later told her psychiatrist that she heard a man's voice in her head telling her to children so you can yourself. 19 days later after being discharged from there, she their children. Her GoFundMe her GoFundMe for her parents have raised over $1 million. And the way she them was with exercise bands. Mother, you know how strong you have to be to get an exercise band? I was playing golf and I had back pains and I had to get exercise bands and I could barely shut that myself. And she deny using exercise bands to fatally children, but denies criminal responsibilities, with the defense arguing she was over-medicated and suffering from postpartum psychosis. And I will say this. I am not a mother. I do not have kids. I don't know what it feels like to have postpartum. Not my issue, not my problem. But that is like going to a club. That's like me going to a club, me getting drunk at the club. And when I go to the club, I get drunk off tequila. And now that I get drunk off tequila, I'm like, I want to drink and drive. And now that I want to drink and drive, I go crash and somebody. That's not the vodka brand's fault. That's not Tito's fault. That's not 1942's fault. I drove and I drank, so I can't blame the alcohol industry. The alcohol industry not going to jail. Like, good luck. So her blaming, her psychiatrist, and yes, do I think American health institutes are corrupt? And do I think they're kind of retarded and they're all in for their money? Yes, 100%. But at the end of the day, you 3 kids. Dude, listen, I have thoughts in my head when I'm out in public. Hey, Nick, go trip that little kid. Nick, go trip. I got weird thoughts in my head. I see a little old lady. My thoughts in my head are like, yo, I'm like, damn, I should. I'm not gonna do
That's 30 points.
That's in my inside head. Like, yo, trip the little kid. It's gonna be funny. He's gonna cry. I laugh in my head, but would I do it? No. So I don't find it justifiable that you 3 kids. And then you have on Twitter and on Instagram and on TikTok and all these places, you have these leftist lunatics who became the party of violence. And there is wrong in the right, but now I'm only criticizing the left at the moment. The lunatic left have become the party of hatred and violence. And there's literally women saying, free her, she did nothing wrong, it was the man. Really? And this is why I say we should lower rights. And by rights, I don't mean we don't protect them. We do protect women because women deserve being protected 100% because women are valuable and delicate and they need protection. But you can't vote. You can't run for Supreme Court. You can't be president. You can't drive. Women protesting outside of a courthouse for Lindsay, Clancy, is like if men protested outside of a courthouse for
Brock Turner.
Yeah, for Brock Turner. Or I was gonna say Charles Manson, but that's too much of a different spectrum.
Brock Turner.
Brock Turner, like, if you agree with her being correct, then you agree with Brock Turner being innocent. And if you don't know who Brock Turner is,
he's not innocent.
He was a swimmer. College?
Stanford.
Or high school?
Stanford.
So college swimmer and you behind the dumpster, 3 people.
And was shoving trash in her.
Shoving trash up her and
caught red-handed.
And her. That's a despicable crime. What are we talking about? You don't see guys supporting that because you know that's insane. So how come there's women supporting Lindsay Clancy? It's just the craziest psyop in the world. You 3 kids, right? That's what you did. Your postpartum. I don't give a if you're go take a Xanax. How about that, right? But do I think doctors and psychiatrists have to do a better due diligence in protecting their people and not letting them out if they're not, mentally stable? Yeah, 100%. This is the scariest thing of them all. There is a group of women out here that want to protest and say say she did nothing wrong.
Do you know there's women that are saying her husband did it?
Yeah, and they're retarded. No, mentally retarded.
She admitted she the kids.
Yeah, she said it.
And then they're like, nah, he did it. He was having an affair.
And that's why, my friend, cancel culture and believing women all the time is not the answer.
Absolutely.
Because people are liars. And we went through this cancel culture, woke, that people believe that lies aren't a real thing. People think that lies don't exist. Well, they do exist. And that's why cancel culture was so cancerous and detrimental to the world. Because a girl could come out and say something and you automatically believe them because she's a woman. Well, it doesn't work like that. Because if it worked like that, then, the court system wouldn't operate. But it doesn't. And you can't be this vigilante piece of shit thing you think up to your own hands. No. She admitted she her kids. She's a piece of shit. Did it suck she had postpartum? Sure. Did I give you a right to someone? No. That's like me getting my heart broken and going to a strip club and demanding free from a stripper. Well, it doesn't work like that.
Or shooting it up.
Like, I can't... Her kid and being justifiable be from these stupid, arrogant women that are behind her is like me getting my heart broken and up a strip club. That's insane. What the are we talking about? Like, what the is going on nowadays? There's nothing justifiable. And yeah, and then maybe that's the Bill Gates beef. Maybe that's everyone being stupid and retarded. Let me be a little nicer. I don't say we take the license away and voting rights. But if you are a woman that has supported cancel culture, a woman that supports Lindsay Clancy, or a woman that supports anything like that, anything extreme like that, we take your voting rights away and you take your license away, like 100%. If you agree with any of that stuff, you cannot function in society. Like, it doesn't work. Like, it cannot work.
There was a guy who didn't get no girls and he went and I think he up a salon, and they're like, oh, like he just went through this rage because he had social anxiety, he couldn't talk to girls and he was mad horny. It's like, that doesn't give it a right. There's no excuse for it, and that's not real. Like, that just had no self control. He was impulsive. He had the thought process of a 7-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's called victim mentality. I think one of the most detrimental, cancerous things to society right now is victim mentality. If you have victim mentality, like, hey, life's hard for everyone. Like, hey, look at me nice, right? Life is hard. And if you don't have this victim mentality, boo-hoo, why me? You're the problem. You're the issue. You don't get do something about it. You're depressed? Do something about it. But you can't your kids. And women, what the are we doing defending her? And then the craziest thing is they raised almost $1.1 million for the parents. That's what it was raised for. If you donated to Lindsay Clancy, you are a disgusting, disgusting, morally corrupted human being. If you donated to the parents of a, and yes, I don't think that parents should get crucified for their family's doings. Yeah, 100%. But in this case, when you shouldn't be in it. The parents don't get affected. Sure, they're not bad people. They're the parents, but you don't donate to them. People donate, and guess what? I clicked the link today, right? Right here. Click the link. Almost at 31.3 thousand donations. We need to, as Americans, go on GoFundMe, check the 32.3 thousand donators, ban them from having a license, ban them from voting, put the CIA on them, check their households, and put trackers on it. Maybe they need the flock cameras. All 33,000 people who donated to Clancy, Lindsay, we need to check you. We need to see what you're doing. How do we have 33,000 stupid women in America?
I think if they can stand with Lindsay Clancy, we can stand with Chris Benoit.
Hey, Chris Benoit, legend, never disrespect him.
Chris Benoit was a legend. So if they can stand with Lindsay, we can stand with Chris Benoit, is what I'm saying.
We're not going to get there, man, because WWE, when Chris Benoit died, I cried. I was also 7 years old.
Don't listen.
Right?
I was going to be a WWE wrestler. Like, that was my
I was young.
When Chris Benoit, you weren't 7. We were probably 12, 11.
Okay, a little older. There's one thing that people are scared about. People are scared about accountability. Accountability is a word people don't want to hear. Why? Because when you take accountability into your actions, it's kind of like, damn, even though it's not, it's like I failed.
Yes,
I did wrong. So I'm going to take accountability so I can be a better person. But people don't like failure, and people don't like to acknowledge that they didn't do great or they didn't do good. So they get scared and automatically avoid accountability. The most disgusting thing, everyone who donated is a woman. We need to figure this out. Look, donated $5,000 to a what the are we doing?
Who the is just sending this $5,000?
It's right there. Some lady in the sent $5,000 to him. And check this out. The person who started this, you're a piece of shit, horrible human being. Look at the bio. In January 2023, Lindsay Clancy was accused of 3 young children. No, Lindsay Clancy admitted to, let's get that right. GoFund, and just how Twitter has community notes, GoFundMe should do the same thing. This lady just wrote, Lindsay Clancy was accused of. No, she wasn't accused. She admitted to. She admitted it. She is now on trial. The Musgrove Family Fund is for the 2 people who have remained at her side through every step of what followed. Her parents, Mike and Paula Musgrove. Nice. She's your daughter, and I get it. You stick by your children. I don't have children, but I would assume if I had a kid, I would stick by them, right or wrong. But children is something you cannot stand by them. For more than 3 years, Mike and Paul have shown up for Lindsay. They have attended her court proceedings and relocated from the Connecticut home to Massachusetts so they can be closer to her daughter. Paula is retired. Mike is a photographer. They have spent years absorbing the travel, lodging, and living costs required to remain closer to her daughter, drawing down savings they spent a lifetime building. They have not walked away from their daughter, and they have never been unclear about why they love her. Nothing about this fund asks anyone to share the views of Lindsay or the criminal case. It asks donors to recognize the extraordinary financial burden their parents have carried simply by continuing to be present. The Musgroves will control the fund and determine how they're used for the purpose described above. Well, no, it shouldn't. Because what do they want to give it to the daughter? That's insane. The case will eventually reach its conclusion. Whether the outcome is Mike and Paula will start to pick up the pieces of the lives they have put on hold to be there for their daughter. They should not have to face a future without the financial foundation they spent decades building. If you believe Mike and Paula deserve that support, please donate or share the Musgrove Family Fund. Thank you so much. You are what's wrong with this world. You are the reason why people are divided. You are the reason why people don't know the difference between right and wrong anymore. Fundamentally right and wrong. Not my opinion of right and wrong. Not do I think this pizza tastes good, right and wrong. No. The morally, fundamentally righteous definition of right and wrong. We have lost that, and we have lost the moralities of being a human being because of cases like this. Because of cases like, what's the dude's name? Why do I keep forgetting? Brock Turner. Because of cases like Brock Turner. Because of cases like Lindsay Clancy. We have lost the righteous fundamental definition of being right and wrong.
Because there was so many like that needs to be put under the ground. If I would have caught him, it would have been hands and feet.
100%. But there were still some people who said he didn't do it, right?
No.
Yeah.
Everybody knew he did it. Everybody was pissed because he was found guilty. The only reason he got off was because the judge said, and his lawyer...
Did he want to ruin his life?
No, the judge, the lawyer, and his dad were saying he was a great athlete and a great Stanford swimmer, and this one mistake should not affect the rest of his life.
Yeah, they didn't want to ruin his life.
They didn't, they didn't want to ruin his life. He got 3 months.
Exactly, so... Those people, even though they might not have...
But like the rest of the world, even the men were like, I did more time for jaywalking.
But that's what I'm saying. That those judges and the people, those people are the people that are corrupt.
I feel like that should be a conspiracy charge.
Those are people that are fundamentally ruining the system. So just how they're wrong, like the Lindsay Clancy shit's insane. Like, and I don't know, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like women.
Absolutely, bro.
Women like to stick with women for some weird reason. Listen, my boy can do something wrong and I'm going to tell my boy, hey, you're retarded. You f***ed up. If you're my boy and you genuinely f***ed up, I'm going to be like, hey, you f***ed up. Women don't have that. Women don't have that self-accountability that they f***ed up or their friends f***ed up. Think about it. I have some ugly friends that are guys. And I tell my boys, yo, you're chopped. But we're boys. A woman would tell her fat, disgusting slob of an influencer friend that she's tough and hot. No, she's not. Your fat friend isn't hot. And that already shows me that women
be lying.
And they're, besides women lying, women are biased.
And dishonest.
Some of the most dishonest people in the world.
Deceiving.
And that's not me talking about women. Men are honest. I'm in a group chat. I'm in 2 group chats. I'm in a group chat called the Avengers and another one called the Real Retards. I'm in a group chat called the Real Retards. And in my group chat, we say the most... There's a black guy in there. There's Latino people. There's white people. There's a Jew in there. Like I have in that group chat, there's everything. There's a Jew, a black, 5 Latinos, a couple white people, like 2 blacks. There's even an Asian guy in that group chat. We say the most heinous things known to mankind in that group chat, but we're boys, but we understand it. Like one of my boys wears Chrome Hearts every day, and I literally call him a Chrome Heart wearing and we laugh about it. Like I have a black friend in there, and I'm like, hey, when you call me, take your phone off speakerphone, buddy. Like we're boys, and then he tells me fat jokes and Hispanic jokes. That's what we do.
It's funny because I was on speakerphone when you called me.
Dude, it's just a black person thing. I don't know why. It's engraved in your DNA. I don't know why. Why aren't women like that? Why do women tell their fat friends they're hot? Why don't women be honest? Hey, Sarah, you 10 guys this month. How about you don't another one? Or hey, you're kind of fat. Because guess what? My friends tell me I'm getting fatter. Hey, Nick, you're getting a little fatter. Watch what you're eating. And I watch myself.
See, I feel like those girls are cheerleaders.
What do you mean?
Cheerleaders hold each other accountable. It's like, damn, Winnie, you're getting fat. You need to go run. Put that Kelteen bar down. Like, they're kind of like, yeah, you're getting too fat to be tossed in the air. You need to go hit. And shorty will be 120 pounds. So it's like, they're honest.
Yeah, but
you take the average, it's like, they're gonna, oh yeah, your hair looks fine.
Reese said, do you prefer Trump or Biden and wine? Did you vote? Do I prefer Trump or Biden? I will say this, I prefer Trump. Did I vote? Yeah, I voted for Trump. I think Trump did a good job his first run. I don't think he's doing a good job now. And once again, I'll stand my hands. You know, even though Trump's the economy right now, I think one of the biggest detrimental things to America was cancel culture. I don't like that. Cancel culture is insane. Just how Trump is detrimental to America right now in our finances and our world leaderships, 100%. Cancel culture is by far the most toxic, cancerous things America has ever gone through. Guess what bred Lindsay Clancy? Cancel culture. Trump didn't breed that. Trump bred retards. Huh?
I disagree.
No.
Bro, cancel culture was going to die out regardless.
No. I'm sorry. If we continue to have another leftist president who was so progressive, cancel culture wouldn't have died. I think it made us go backwards in society. And then, yeah, so him. That's why I think, in my opinion, Trump is better than Biden. Now, did Trump up America right now? Yes. Trump up everything? Yeah, 100%. But in the grand scheme of things, cancel culture is on. I have personal vendetta with cancel culture, and at my top of the list of heinous criminals.
But I don't think Joe Biden was pushing cancel culture.
Well,
I think he was pushing the LGBTQ that was pushing cancel culture.
Exactly, but it's like, how could I say it? Like,
I don't think the baby should have been canceled.
What the hell did the baby get canceled for?
He was like, somebody threw a shoe at him, I guess he told somebody they must have been sucking in the parking lot or something like that. He made a gay joke to somebody. Next thing you know, he was canceled. Everybody was hating on him. They were so offended by him. And I'm like, the that's rapping about you are offended by who made a gay joke. These like people will rap about selling. They'll rap about people. They'll rap about people's kids. They'll rap about smacking. They'll sing about it. Drunk country stars sing about beating their wives and getting drunk and sitting on a tractor. Rock stars talk about beating their wives and them. Like, but a gay joke is where you draw the line. It's crazy. That's it. That's insane. They can choose where they want to be offended at.
But listen, chat. I love you guys. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube as well. Tuesday, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Sundays at 8. And yeah. Chat, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Be here, 7 p.m.
Peace.
Eastern.